the videos and stuff like that. So
Okay. That's good. Have you? I don't know if you noticed, we've been putting those labs up there on YouTube as well.
the videos and stuff like that. So
Yeah. I don't know if you saw them, but so far we got the first lab on there right now. Exploring the VM. So that's up there. Definitely check that out because it's going to give you a good understanding of how your VMs are working. See, with that now, well, with those videos, you'll understand what your DHCP server is really about. What is it doing? What is the service doing? What is a domain controller? How does it work? So definitely at least check out the first few videos. That's going to give you a better understanding of what's going on.
yeah, I'll check those out for sure.
What's up, everybody? Bobby, Marquita, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, what's going on, sir?
You know what I mean? Just another Cyber Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Anybody from class have any questions from the class we just left off at? Like I said, this time is your time. Let's knock out some questions. See what we got first, then I'll ask anybody else if they have any questions too. Let me put my chat up. I think somebody just messaged me in the section about VDI Hypervisor kills fight. All right, so a VDI. Hold on, let me get my trust me, I know how that goes, man. I know how that goes. Let me get my whiteboard up. So one question we have is hypervisors and VDIs. Let me wait for some other questions to pour in. This is what we're going to use later today. All right, so let's do the VDIs first. All right, so the first question we got before, so everybody, what we're doing today for Cyber Thursday, we're going to go over some interview skills, what people are doing wrong, how you want to study for the interview, how you want to get right so you can win. Right, the whole point is to win. And in order to win, you got to practice. So I'm going to show you how to practice. There are multiple ways to practicing or getting ready for an interview. I'm just going to show you what has been working. Okay, but before we do that, I'd like to answer questions from our classes. And the first question is the difference between a VDI and a hypervisor. Now, we got, I thought I was drawing. We have VDIs. Actually, let's write hypervisor first. VDIs live on hypervisors. They live on some type of hardware device. Okay, we have two types of hypervisors. We got hypervisor type 1, which VDIs live on. And then we have type 2. These are the virtual machines that we install on our computer. Okay, hypervisor type 2, this is typically some type of software that you're using to create virtual machines. For instance, last Cyber Thursday, we used VirtualBox. We use VirtualBox or VBox for short to set up VMs on our operating system, on our laptop, on our device. That's type 2. Type 1, this is literally some type of server that has different virtual machines installed on it. All right. So if Kevin wanted to, you remember our BYOB, goodness, bring your own device. We have Cope. We have Kobo, right? And then we have VDIs, where we're not giving out machines, we're giving out access to VDIs or virtual machines. Those VDIs are installed on type 1 hypervisors. Does that make sense? Let me put my chat back up. Perfect, 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 perfect. Infrastructure as a service, that's another question I see. Good questions, y'all. Hey, I love when y'all ask questions, all right, because that means you have something that's confusing you and you're not afraid to ask it. That's great. That's what we want to do. Infrastructure as a service. Who wants to answer this? Bobby, Glory, Marquita, anybody, feel free to take a stab. Don't tell me y'all scared now. Don't tell me y'all scared now. Uh-oh. 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 All right, infrastructure as a service. This right here, all right, we have some type of service, which is this S right here, some type of service. It looks ugly just writing it like that, but we have some type of service that somebody's offering. And the service they're offering is infrastructure. All right, infrastructure is what makes up the backbones of our organization, such as our routers, our switches, our firewalls, our proxies, our servers, our workstations. Those things cost money, right? To get a server, it costs money to pay for a server. Then it costs money to maintain the server. It needs updates, it needs upgrades. Then it costs money to teach people how to use the server. Then it costs money for people to fix the servers when they break. We went over MTTF today, MTBF, MTTR. That costs money. Instead of having our own servers or our own on-prem, we learned that today, our own on-premises servers, then guess what? We can just pay AWS. All right, we can pay Amazon for some infrastructure or for some servers that we can use. All right, this is infrastructure as a service. That makes sense? Somebody asked that question. Oh, good. What other questions do we have before we jump into these interviews? The more the better, trust me. I told y'all, Cyber Thursday is just for the class. We answer your questions first. Glory, Marquita, if y'all have any questions, y'all feel free to ask them. Give it like 30 seconds to a minute. Everybody on YouTube Live, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Thank you for joining us. If you missed the memo, we are going to be practicing we're going to be practicing interviewing. All right, we're going to get better doing interviews so we can win and get a job. All right, somebody say a platform as a service. Same thing as infrastructure. We're paying for some type of service. But in this case, we're paying for a platform. Think of GoDaddy. You can develop websites here. They give you a platform to develop on. All right, you can make a variety of websites. It just depends on you. But this is a platform as a service, or if somebody had some type of web application where you could develop your own in-house application, your own customized application, that is a platform as a service. They're giving you a platform to develop on. right, perfect. Perfect. Hey, thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. So let's get down to it. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Now, everybody's here today because we want to get better at interviews. All right. Now, I'm just going to throw this disclaimer out there. If we want to get, before we can even get to an interview, our resume has to be right. Your resume has to be right. You have to know your resume. You have to understand your resume. You have to understand what the job that you're applying for wants. Like what skills are they looking for? What type of experiences are they looking for? That's how you're going to develop your resume. And based on how you develop your resume, you'll either get an interview or not. If you don't know how to develop your resume, I definitely recommend, if you don't know how to develop your resume, you're trying to get a job in security, I highly recommend you sign up for our class so we can help you with that. November class, y'all should be getting that resume template tonight. Okay, we're gonna beat it up some more on Monday. So first things first, y'all. When we finally have this magical interview, when we finally get that phone call and somebody says, hey, I want to do a phone interview with you, or I want to do some type of technical interview, and it's scheduled from that point on, we want to be studying for this interview. We want to study for this interview the same way we're studying in class. All right, how do we study for the interview? Well, first things first, we have to get the job description or the application. All right, get that job posting. Okay, after you get the job posting here, I'm going to put this up here because I copied one so we can use for today. Here's a job posting. It's a job that I posted in our Slack channel and our careers group. If you're not familiar with it, we have a Slack channel where we're posting jobs. Once you get certified, we drag you over to that channel. I got to drag a few more people over there now that I think about it. But we're always posting jobs. And one of the jobs we posted in there, I copied and pasted bullet points from the job description. Let me find it. It was, I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. So we got to get this job posting right. And what I typically copy and paste is what they're looking for. Desired qualifications. This is a good starting point. You could copy and paste this too, but at least let's study and prepare for what they are looking for. So that's what I have here. What these people are looking for. And then under it, I have a story or some type of bullet paragraph, something short, maybe nice and sweet, 2 or 3 sentences if I can. I have a story of how I use these tools or how I have done what they're looking for. All right. One of the things on there was the ability to quickly learn new tools, methods, and processes. I asked myself, how can I articulate my ability to quickly learn new tools, methods, and processes? Sometimes I may need something to help me brainstorm. So I write something out, like a quick point, O-line security course and labs. How did that help? During my internship at O-line, I was able to quickly learn and grasp a variety of tools, including Wireshark for PCAP analysis and OpenVOS for vulnerability scanning. When I'm studying this in order to prove that I can do this, when I get to the interview, I'm giving them this, right? Because this reflects what's on my resume, and it also reflects what they're looking for. Some people just go to the interviews and they're thinking it's going to be straight question and answer, and we're going to do that. They're thinking it's just going to be straight question and answer, technical questions. They study maybe the top 10 interview questions or the top 10 whatever they can find online. They'll try to quickly grab it, right? What's up, Bola? They'll try and quickly grab it, but they forget. When you get to the interview, yes, there will be a section where they ask, and anybody who's been through these interviews, feel free to piggyback on it. They will ask you maybe 5 or 10 questions of some technical interview questions. But they're still going to ask you some open-ended questions. So they're going to ask you about you, right? They're going to ask you who you are, what you can do. When you tell them who you are, you talk about, oh, I went to college, I went to school, I like basketball, and you don't touch on nothing that was in their desire, what they were looking for, yeah, you might as well just pack up, chuck up the deuces, say I'll see you later, try again, because you're not going to get the job if you don't talk about what they're looking for. Right? Another one. Now let's use this one. Comfortable using Windows command line tools. This is what an entry-level position is looking for. They said, I am comfortable navigating through the Windows command line. I have used various command line tools to troubleshoot network connectivity, such as traceroute and NetStack. One of their desired skills was comfortable using Linux command line tools. I am comfortable navigating through the Windows command line. I have used various command line to harden Linux operating systems such as Nmap and NSLookup. These are all tools that you all are using in your labs. You're using a lot more than that. It was just quick, right? These are all things that you're using in your lab. These are all, I like to call them ammo. This is ammo that I have on my hip. All right, just in case. This is ammo. This is ammo. This is ammo. This is ammo. I got a loaded gun at this point. This magazine might have 18 in it. This is ammo. All of this is ammo. If they don't ask me these questions at the interview, well, guess what? I got a lot of ammo left at the end of the day that I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot it. Why? Because I'm trying to win. I still got balls on the rack. I still have balls on the rack. I don't care if the timer is off. I'm going to shoot all the balls. I studied for this. I prepared for this. And I guarantee you, if you use all your ammo, if you don't leave without every shell casing on the ground, if you leave with every shell casing on the ground, you're going to win. You will win. They will understand that this person studied. Even if you don't answer all the technical questions right, they understand that you took the time to prepare. That's what people are looking for. They're looking for individuals who are willing to prepare, who are willing to be proactive, who are willing to learn. Because no matter what organization you go to, you have to relearn. You have to relearn. There's some organizations where you can come in and hit the ground running, where you have to. We're talking about seniors. We're talking about consultants. But entry-level positions, man, if you can't prove to them that you can learn, that you've been studying on your own, you're going to have a hard time getting that position. Now, any questions before I beat y'all up on these interview questions that we have? Anybody want to add some feedback? What's up, Elmer? What's up? Thought you all were going to join us on, my bad. All right, this is your time to ask these questions. I'm telling you, it's, you don't get this opportunity too many times to figure out what's on the inside, how to get some points to win on the interviews. All right, so I got some interview questions here, and I'm gonna go in order on my Zoom list, and I'm gonna ask these questions. But I'm gonna, instead of tricking you, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you the scoop up front. So what I want y'all to do when you answer these questions, you don't just want to answer it. You want to explain the why, right? You remember those study tips I gave you? You want to explain why, the why behind the topic, the tool, the concept. You want to explain the how. You want to talk about the what. If you knock out those three things, you have fully answered a question. If you notice, typically when you can't answer those three things, you don't fully understand the topic or the question. That's why the study tips are the way they are. It's to help you fully understand what the heck is going on. So Bobby, I got you at number 1. My first question for you, Mr. Bobian. What is a three-way handshake?
All right. Three-way handshake includes the TCP protocol, in which the source will first communicate with their destination, and just it will send a SYN packet. The destination will send back to respond to say that it's there. The destination will send back the SYN ACK packet, and then the source will send back the ACK packet to let the destination know I'm also online and we can communicate and send everything back and forth.
Good job, sir. That's a good answer, right? That's a good answer. I'm gonna tell you how you could have made it better. Yeah, I didn't ask you this, but I would have talked about how it's different from UDP. Give them more when you can.
Understood that UDP is just a one-way connection in which it doesn't rely on the response from the destination. It just sends the message and says, it's done with it after that.
Exactly. Do you know why you would use one over the other? What's the why behind it?
I would use one over the other if I'm looking for a response to make sure that what I'm trying to communicate with is online.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was UDP, I really wouldn't care. I would just send it and be done.
Right. See, that's how you answer the question. Right. That's how you tie in the why. Why would I use this for this perspective? The what, right? And you talked about the how. All right. If somebody asks me this question, I would say, hey, the three-way handshake is when we're using TCP. There's a SYN packet or a SYN flag that's going to the destination, just like Bobby said. There's a SYN ACK coming from the destination to acknowledge the request. And then we are confirming that SYN ACK with an ACK. However, this is different from UDP because UDP is connectionless. There is no three-way handshake. And we typically would use UDP with live streams such as FaceTime, such as Facebook Live, IG Live. And we would use TCP when we want to acknowledge or confirm that someone is on the other end before we start sending data. So that's how you just knock that all out. And I promise you, eyebrows are going to raise because you didn't just answer the question. I'm telling you, if you go to an interview and you just answer the question, you are not going to get that job. You won't. You will not. you won't. They're not. Anybody can answer the question. Then that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for a full, complete answer, especially when you're going for higher positions. I guarantee you, anything over tier 2, if you can't give a full answer, you're not getting a job. All right, let's see who we got next. Who do we have? We have Glory. All right, Glory. Let's do What is a man in the middle attack?
A man in the middle attack is when an attacker intercepts a communication in order to steal confidential information or gain access.
Okay.
They can do that in various ways.
Okay.
My mind just went blank. I'm sorry.
I heard it too. I just heard it. It went doink. So, okay, we answered the first part. You told me what it is. Okay. How about how do we, well, you were getting ready to go in the other ways they can do it. So what's one type of man in the middle attack that you know?
Oh, the DNS poisoning.
I was about to say, I just threw the oop up. Don't let the ball drop.
Yes, DNS poisoning, art poisoning. It's various ways.
Right. And then how could we prevent it?
Encrypting, would you encrypt our connection?
You tell me. I don't know nothing.
You'd prevent it by encrypting the connection.
Yeah.
Would it be like using TLS and SSL?
Hey, Bobby, what's the commercial? Bobby, what's the commercial?
We talking about TLS.
TLS. TLS. Yes. Good job. Yeah. Yes. So if somebody asks, what is the man in the middle attack? Answer it the same way Glory just did. You know, man in the middle attack is when we have an attacker that is intercepting traffic from a victim in its destination without either party knowing. There are various ways to do a man in the middle attack. One is with art poisoning. The other one's with DNS poisoning. Both of them set up this man in the middle. And there are various ways to prevent this. One is by using TLS, using PKI, public key infrastructure, encrypting the data, ACLs, right? But most importantly, PKI, TLS, encryption. It's really a 30-second answer, but you tie in the what, the how, and the why. That's what you want to try and do. Good job, Glory. Good job, Bobby. All right, who do you got next? Where did my list go? People are sending me their message privately. Y'all can do the same thing on YouTube, y'all. Well, it won't be private, but you could put the answers on YouTube. Everybody on Zoom, don't go to the YouTube channel to look for the answers, y'all. That's cheating. All right. Jeremiah, you're up next. You are up next, big dog. What is a VPN? Hello.
A VPN is basically a proxy, basically, that you use. Say, for instance, if you're at a cafe and the network is public for everybody to use, you'll use that to disguise, I guess, your location by chance, or what you're doing on your computer.
Say that again. What was the last part? You're gonna do what?
I say you'll use a VPN for saying, like, for instance, if you're in a cafe
Mm-hmm.
and they had Wi-Fi for everybody to use.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of you just being on there and a person could see all your traffic and stuff that you're doing on your computer, they'll use a VPN to stop that.
Okay. Okay. So you told me what it was. Good job. You told me what the VPN is. You know, we use VPNs to protect our data, aka keep it confidential. So we would answer that question the same way Jeremiah just did. What is a VPN? This is a security tool that we can implement to protect our data going across the internet. Okay, now why would we use it? Right? That's the why. The how. Right? Why would we use it, Jeremiah?
To protect our data that we're using, going back and forth, going to different websites. It'll help from somebody not recording everything that we're doing through the open network.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And how? Here, I'm gonna throw you a oop. You gotta catch it. You gotta catch it. How would we use it? Anybody can catch the oop. So we would answer it the same way you just did. You know, we would talk about the what it does. It protects our data. You know, why is to keep it confidential, prevent man-in-the-middle attacks, prevent eavesdropping. How? We can have a TLS VPN. We can have a VPN using IPsec. Right? It depends on our preference. It depends on what we have. Maybe with IPsec, everybody doesn't have AH or ESP. With TLS, does everybody have a public certificate? Right? And then you can leave it off like that. Talk about what VPNs are, why we use them, and how they work. Boom. You don't have to go into the crazy details of it, but the more, if you can, the more points you get.
Okay.
You two folks, they're giving us some good answers right now, yeah. Giving us some good answers. Good job, y'all. Good job, Elmer. Yep. VPN creates your own private network, right? Protect the integrity of your data. Good job, Joel. Good job, good job. All right, who we got next? Good job, Jeremiah. Lee, you are up next. The question is, how is encryption different from hashing? I don't know if Lee has her mic though. Yep, no problem, Jeremiah. And everybody feel free to send in your messages. How is encryption different from hashing?
I'm sorry, I can't. How people are? Bella? Oh, excuse me.
Okay, Lee said encryption is confidential and hashing is integrity. Okay. Okay. What is that? Is that it? Is that going to be an answer? Encryption is confidential, hashing is integrity. Cool. Okay, I like that answer, Glory. So if we have to make something stronger, if somebody asked us, what is the difference between encryption and hashing? Yes, I'm going to tell them encryption is confidential. It provides confidentiality and it's reversible. intentionally, and hashes are different because it provides integrity, and it was created to be irreversible. All right. And then to make them stronger, we just use stronger algorithms. All right. We use stronger algorithms. We can go from an AES 128-bit key to an AES 256-bit key. For hashes, we can go from MD5 to SHA-256. And all this is to provide better confidentiality. It's to support and implement the CIA triad. Question over. You see what I'm doing here, y'all? I want to make sure we're not missing where I'm going with this. I'm not just giving an answer. You do not want to go to your interviews giving an answer. You do not want to go to an interview just giving a simple answer. Tell them what you know. In order to tell them what you know, you got to know something, which means you need to study. If somebody asks you what's encryption versus hashing, and you say that encryption is reversible or provides confidentiality and integrity, hashing provides integrity, yes, that's the right answer, but I guarantee you somebody else is going to give a better answer. More is never bad when we're talking about answering an interview question. Good job, Lee. Zoe, you up next, big dog. Mr. Lonzo. Okay.
I'm up.
You up, man? You thought you were gonna come on Saturday, Thursday and duck this smoke? Come on, man. Here we go. All right, let me give you one. I'm gonna take it easy on you. Take it easy on you. Let me see. Let me find one of these. I'm not gonna take it easy. I lied. I got my nose sticking out right now. So here we go, Zoe. You're lucky. This one's a little easy. What is a DDoS attack, and how do we prevent it?
DDoS attack. So when we talk about a DDoS attack, we're talking about denial of service. But with denial of service, usually it could just be one. But when we talk about a DDoS, that's more than one system per se attacking one source. All right. And so ways we could prevent it is just harden our network or harden our systems by encryptions, updating our antiviruses, anti-malwares, making sure our operating systems are up to date. So, there's no way that the adversary, or let's per se the bad guy, can get any type of control over our systems. And of course, making sure it's encrypted as well.
Good job, man. You see, and good job, Lee. For some reason, it wouldn't let me send a message. It might come in late, but that's how you answer the question, right? It's short and quick, but guess how much? Listen to everything he just told you about DDoS attacks. Everything he just told you was short. It was quick, but he told you what it was. He told you why it happens, and he told you how to stop it. Lee mentioned denial of service overloads our servers, and we can protect the servers with firewalls. Hey, Zoe, Joel's laughing at you right now on YouTube. It's like, he's not laughing. He said, "What's up, man?" All right, good job. All right, let me see who we got. All right, Bo, he's back at you. Okay. All right, let me see. Let me see. All right. Why? I don't know. How about this? This is for everybody. What do you think? That's okay. The most important. I finessed that. part of logging is? What do you think the most important part about logging is? What's the most important about logging? Remember, logging is when we're storing our events inside of a log file. You know, storing proxy events, firewall events, Windows events, operating system events. What do you think is the most important aspect of it? Bobby, open-ended question for everybody. What's the most, it's kind of hard to get this one wrong. It's really what you do with it. But we want to talk about the what, the why, the how, if we can. I like that, Lee. But why? Jeremiah, why? Y'all are giving me the what, but why? So far, we have time sync. Jeremiah said keep an account of things. Joel says accountability. Yes, 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 yes. But why is that the most important part to you? What if I don't agree with you? See, Bola said it helps you see when an attack occurs and what type of attack it is. I like that answer. So somebody said time. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. This is how, right. Because it lets you know what's going on at what time and date, right? If we need to back up our servers due to an attack, we can set it at an earlier good time. Okay. So it lets you know how to proceed in preventing attacks. Good. So what do you think the most important part of logging is? First is the what. What is logging? Right. Let's tell them what logging is. They may not know. Maybe they do know. But guess what? We want to add more to the answer. So we explain what logging is. This is when we are logging events from our different applications or our servers or our workstations. We're logging what's going on. We're logging the events. We're logging who's logging in and logging out. Logging. We're storing these into event files so we can later analyze them. We can later investigate them. Now, what do you think is the most important part about it? It could be different for different people. Me personally, it may be the time. Lee mentioned timing, Bola mentioned timing. You know, timing is important because let's say an incident happens, someone downloads a network Trojan, but our proxy server has a different time. Our event logs on our workstation that downloaded the Trojan, that has a different time. Our PCAPs, you know, they're not using the same time as the proxy and the workstation. Nothing is synchronized. So how can we accurately investigate what happened, how it happened, and why it happened? So to me, the most important thing about logging is making sure that the time is synchronized amongst our devices. And that's if we are logging things the right way. Right. And with that being said, what protocol would we use to make sure our systems are synchronized, y'all? Lee already said it. There you go, Glory. Zoe said time will be very important for your investigation. Good job, Glory. NTP, network time protocol. What port does that use, y'all? What port we got? Don't you say 321. There we go. NTP uses 123. And I would bring that up in the question. I would bring that up. I would make sure that there's access to our NTP server so that all of our clients are able to get updated. Anybody got any questions? Good job, Fasayo. Anybody got any questions? Let me know what you got. I'm here for you, here to help you. Y'all, if you were having people on YouTube, if you were having a hard time understanding what we were talking about or how we were breaking these things down, I highly recommend you sign up for our next class starting January 25th. Class is not just getting you ready for Security Plus. We have a lot of students who are already Security Plus certified who take the class for the hands-on experience. Okay, the hands-on experience. In class, one thing y'all need to know, fortunately, you have a cheat sheet, right? So when you're going through your resume, you're trying to, let me put this back up. Let's say when you're going through your resume and you're trying to, show them that you've done these things, but you're trying to show them on your resume, we have a cheat sheet for you, that's comprised of all of your lab work, everything you're doing in your labs, interacting with the DHCP server, setting up your own web servers, installing the certificate authorities, using OpenVAS for vulnerability scans, using Angry IP to do network scans, doing PCAP analysis, using the command line tools. Everything in your labs, we've already articulated it for you on a cheat sheet. All you have to do is, you copy it and paste it. You're not going to copy and paste the entire cheat sheet. Nobody's going to look at your resume. You're going to copy and paste what that job is looking for. Okay, you're going to copy and paste what that job is looking for. So if it's a SOC analyst job, you may not talk about how you configured the DHCP server in the lab. They may not care about that. They may. But I would probably leave that off for more space to talk about OpenVAS, Nmap, MSF console, Metasploit, NSLOOKUP, some real SOC tools. Right, so you all have that, and tonight you'll be getting the resume template. So over the weekend, please format your resumes using that. And on Monday, we'll talk about it first thing in class. Joe said, hey, Zoe, Joe said it's clicking. He said things are clicking now. So that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. But other than that, like I said, y'all definitely sign up for the next class if you need that hands-on experience. If you're trying to get into security, it's not an easy field to get into, but with the right mentorship, the right guidance, it seems easy. Seems pretty straightforward. All right. With that being said, if nobody has any questions, I'm out.
Oh, before you go, let me.
Uh-oh.
Hey, y'all, please do like everything y'all doing. Continue doing it. Make sure y'all get everything, soak it all in. All right, because with my job at Deloitte, if y'all get certified, I can refer y'all, okay? And when an employee refers someone, they are going to look at that person. So please, y'all, help me help you.
I gotta applaud you for that, bro. You use my
help me help you. Get certified, learn this stuff, and stick with it. Like I said, the learning doesn't stop after this. All right. Because they're going to train you up. They're going to train you up. They don't expect their entry level people to be experts. All right. You're going to go through some good training. So get certified, continue learning this stuff, and get your resumes together. And once Toby tell me that y'all got everything together and he feel y'all ready, he going to let me know, and I'm going to refer y'all. All right. I will refer y'all. And they will look at you because an employee is referring someone. All right.
And with that being said, y'all, this is why it's crucial you do the labs. Because no matter where you go, you are going to get retrained. But I guarantee you, if you study what we're giving you, you will be 10 steps ahead of the game. You will be 10 steps ahead of the game. You'll understand what everybody's team is doing and what they have going on when you're on your stand-up meetings. You'll understand what they're going on. You may even point out flaws and suggest it and get a promotion. Do the labs, check out the YouTube playlist, because on the playlist, there's a specific playlist for the lab environments, right? Where I'm walking through it so you can understand what's going on, right? You can watch it if you don't have access to the labs, but it's not going to help you that much. It really won't. You can watch it for understanding just to see what's going on. But if you don't actually get to do it, you don't really get that hands-on experience. Okay, the labs is something that comes bundled with the classes now. Joel, your class didn't have access to these labs. We do offer the labs at a discounted price. Just email us mentioning that you would like access to these labs. You get access to it for 12 months. You can use it as many times as you want to until it expires. That's an entire year. All right. So definitely use those labs because it's going to help, right? It's going to help. It's going to help your resume look better when Zoe refers you or when one of our recruiters. We also are partners with Tech Systems now, if y'all are not aware. When we refer you over to Tech Systems, that's what they're looking for, right? It's going to be, I'll be honest with you, it's going to be difficult for me to refer anybody who hasn't done those labs. Like if you haven't done those labs, if you can't comprehend that you've done the labs, I'm probably going to be reluctant to forward you over to Tech Systems, including Zoe. So do those labs, get that hands-on experience. And the videos are there to help you understand what's going on, right? And it's great because it's from a work perspective. Ultimately, y'all, we're just here to help y'all win, man. That's all we care about. We're just here to help y'all win. Zoe just said there's no limit to how many people he can refer, right? But the only way Zoe's using his resources, the only way it's gonna work, y'all got to do the work yourselves, right? Y'all got to study. Like I understand everybody has 101 things going on in their lives. People got families, people got kids, some people work night shift. Everybody has 1,001 things. I don't care, bro. You can leave those excuses at the door. You can leave those excuses at the door because those excuses are not going to get you in. It doesn't, you handle that on your own time. You take care of that on your own time. When you're ready to put in the work, let's put in the work. Let's study. Let's go play ball. Excuses are for suckers. It's not going to get you into the door. So keep studying. Everybody that I'm looking at in this chat and on the YouTube channel, I know y'all are studying. I know y'all doing the thing. And I'm happy that we have people to come into Cyber Thursdays and into the class to motivate y'all. November 9th class next week, I think Tuesday, we got a recruiter from Tech Systems who's going to talk to y'all. So I'm hoping that's going to be motivational as well to keep y'all going. All right, keep studying. All you have to do is study. That's it. That's it. We're going to do the rest, but you got to study. You got to fix your resume. We're not going to do it for you. We're going to show you, literally show you word for word what to do, but you got to do it. I'm not sure yet, Lee. I got to look at my calendar. I don't want to give you the wrong date, but it's either Monday or Tuesday. But one of the recruiters is definitely going to come in and talk to the class towards the end and get y'all right. They're pretty much going to say the same thing we've been saying over and over and over. But now you get to hear from the nation's leading IT staffing agency. All right. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna start wrapping y'all up. I'm gonna let you guys get some good sleep, get some good eats, whatever you all do around 10:30 p.m. Go have fun, stay safe, and please hold your loved ones tight. Tomorrow is not promised for anybody. And good night, y'all. Everybody on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Please, if you could do me a favor, hit the like button on the YouTube channel. That's the least that I ask. I'm not asking for no money. It's okay, no donations. I just ask for a like so we can get these videos in front of other people. All right, that's the way of the algorithm. But all right, y'all, good night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Zoe, for that, man. I really appreciate you, dog. Like, for real, man. You don't have to do what you're doing. You could say forget everybody and focus on you. You're already doing big things over there. I'm not going to, if you want to talk about it, you can, but you don't have to. It wasn't obligated of you to use your resource. So I really do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, man. Good night, everybody. Adios. O dabo. You don't proper stuff.